So this is an article that I have here, and it says Russia warns of nuclear disaster if Syria is attacked. Washington. A Russian Foreign Ministry spokesman warned any military intervention in Syria would create a nuclear disaster. If a warhead by design or by chance were to hit the miniature neutron source reactor near Damascus, the consequences could be catastrophic. Russian Foreign Ministry spokesman Alexander Lukashev stated, according to Russia Today. Lukasevich said if a military strike were launched without seeking approval from the United Nations Security Council, that new suffering for other countries of the Middle East and North Africa would occur. He added that the region could be at risk of contamination by highly enriched uranium, and it would no longer be possible to account for nuclear material, its safety and control. He urged the United Nations International Atomic Energy Agency to complete a risk evaluation carrying out an analysis of the risks linked to possible American strikes on the MNSR and other facilities in Syria. Reuters quoted an IAEA spokesman stating the agency was aware of the statement, but is waiting for a formal request asking the agencies to complete risk evaluation, and that the group will consider the questions raised if a request is received. A Senate panel voted Wednesday to give President Barack Obama the authority to use military force against Syria in response to a deadly chemical weapons attack. The vote was 10-7, with one senator voting present. The full Senate is expected to vote on the measure next week, meaning this week. So this week, they're gonna vote on what's the conclusion of this matter. Are they gonna go in there or are they not? Is it gonna be a limited strike or what? But we know the scriptures, and this is the Lord. This is the Lord putting it in the minds of these devils to go to war. So because of nuclear weapons capabilities, we know that once they engage in this battle, that this is definitely the last battle, the last great battle that the scriptures speak about, that the prophecies speak about. All right, so that's why we're keeping our eyes peeled on this subject. All right. So it says Senator King Obama ordering Syria strike without congressional approval will be grave mistake. The resolution would permit Obama to order a limited military mission against Syria as long as it doesn't exceed 90 days and involves no American troops on the ground for combat operations, which is bullshit. Once they go in there, they won't be able to come out, and there's gonna be boots on the ground. All right, you damn well better believe that. Okay, this guy's a devil. Obama's a devil. He's a liar to boot. And prepare for a lot of troops being on the ground and on warships and their fighter planes and all that, submarines. There's a concentration of military gathering from all sides as we now speak. Okay, all the chess pieces are in place, and pretty much it's up to the Lord on what's going to happen soon. This could turn out to be a real big thing, or this could last for a couple of days or months or whatever, according to the Lord. And as Elder Tahar has pointed out, that there's still more prophecies left to be accomplished and fulfilled. Like the chip, different other prophecies. So this is going to be like a build up. But things can happen fast. You see, things can happen very fast. So and the Lord, as the scriptures say, for the elect's sake, these days shall be shortened. So many things can happen within one day. It says the resolution will permit Obama to order a limited military mission against Syria as long as it doesn't exceed 90 days and involves no American troops on the ground for combat operations. The Democratic chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee, Senator Bob Menendez, and the panel's top Republican, Senator Bob Corker, crafted the resolution. The vote marked the first time lawmakers have voted to authorize military action since the October 2002 votes giving President George W. Bush the authority to invade Iraq. Now the resolution heads to the full Senate for final approval, and the House of Representatives must approve a similar measure if Congress is to authorize the use of force in Syria. Obama traveled to Sweden on Wednesday ahead of the G20 summit as he is seeking international support for a military strike against Syria for use of chemical weapons. Obama landed in Stockholm to meet with Swedish Prime Minister John Fredrik Reinfeldt for a press conference on their shared views for international action in Syria. When bad stuff happens around the world, the first question is always, what is the United States going to do about it? The real question is, after we go through all this, can we find a reason not to act? That was what Obama said. Obama expressed optimism that Congress would vote to approve his call for military action in Syria and said that it is not just an American issue, it's a worldwide concern. Right? Because this is part of the whole Agenda 21 scheme, the whole global scheme of things, of them getting control of all nations and all mineral and human resources. So this is just another ploy for America to take over our land and do whatever the hell they want to with it. All right. As Elder Taha pointed out, it's a major pipeline they're going to run through Syria, and they need to get control of that land to do that. All right. It says McCain doesn't support Senate resolution to authorize military force against Syria. He dodged the question, however, as to what would happen should Congress not approve a strike. He says, I believe Congress will approve it. America recognizes that as difficult as it is to take any military actions, even as limited as the one we're talking about, even without boots on the ground, if the international community fails to maintain certain norms, standards, and laws, that over time this world becomes less safe, Obama said. It becomes more dangerous to all of humanity, and we've seen that again and again in history, and the people of Europe are very familiar with what happens when the international community fails to act. The Obama administration says 1,429 people died from the attack on August 21st in a Damascus suburb. A UN inspection team is awaiting the lab results on tissue and soil samples it collected while in the country before completing a closely watched report. So, this could go many ways, man. But the main way we want it to go is the way of the Lord, of course, and to let it snowball into this this ultimate battle, of nations that are gonna be gathered. Now let's go to the Book of Revelation and the Book of Revelation and the 20th chapter, okay? Because this prophecy is in here.